The history of Mega Man 2, told by a speedrunner. Developer story. The first Mega Man game released in 1987 was not successful enough to justify the immediate development of a sequel. Colonel Ozaki director Akira Kitamura wanted to make a sequel to Mega Man, but Hidetaka Vantura was against. Kitamura then went to the Capcom vice president to get permission to make the game. Capcom allowed the dev team to create a sequel on the condition that they work simultaneously on the project as well. The staff spent their own time on the project to improve upon the original by adding more levels and weapons as well as improving graphics. Due to the limited amount of cartridge space available for the first game, elements such as planned enemy characters are omitted from the final product. The news content was later transferred to Mega Man 2. The team was limited by the graphical capabilities of the console and designed characters as pixel art to maintain consistency between the designs and final product. Some of those elements, however, were lost in the transition. The gameplay system from the original game was kept for Mega Man 2, but the team included more traps for the player to navigate. The game's 3 support items were added because of complaints from consumers at Capcom and marketing department regarding their original games. Inafune supervisor was especially unsure about the usefulness of danger tanks to the player. The first game didn't have any influence from fans, but the second game did, so they wanted to get ideas from players and put them in. The developers allowed input from the public by including boss designs created by fans. Capcom received 8,370 boss submissions for the game, although even the designs for the final 8 robot masters were tweaked. Inafune intended his artwork for Mega Man 2 to be more animation than in the first game. A second difficulty was added for the North American release. The original version was labeled as difficult, and a normal setting was created that made the arm cannon and boss weapons more powerful. Making a sequel wasn't a corporate decision, but the team decided to work on it. Character designer Keiji Inafune feels this game is the most memorable for him, both in the way that it was most fun to develop and the most stressful. This is the first Mega Man game to have kids submit their own boss ideas to appear in the game. 8,370 submissions in total. While the first Mega Man game had relatively low sales, Mega Man 2 was the game that caused the Mega Man franchise to become popular. Mega Man 2 sold over 1.5 million units since its release in 1988, being the highest selling game in the Mega Man franchise and one of Capcom's highest selling titles. Last issue of the gaming magazine Hit Out Power, released in December 2012, Mega Man 2 was ranked the 6th best game released on the SNES platform. Art direction. Veteran video game illustrator Mark Erickson penned the North American box art, which included Mega Man firing a pistol instead of his trademark Mega Buster. Erickson explained how he was shown a beta of the game and wondered what the character Mega Man was firing. Capcom's art director in the US was on hand to say that it must have been a pistol as he couldn't see it being a rifle. Erickson got to see a very tiny pixelated version of Mega Man during this viewing. He then only had 36 hours to take this limited information and limited direction tired. The box art isn't Erickson's fault, but Capcom for passing along faulty information to the artist. The robot masters that made the cut after loads of concept art had to be pushed to the wayside due to cartridge space and limitations. These are robot number, name, power, weakness. 009 Metal Man, Metal Blade, Quick Boomerang, Metal Blade. 010 Airman, Air Shooter, Leaf Shield. 011 Bubble Man, Bubble Lead, Metal Blade. 012 Quick Man, Quick Boomerang, Crash Bomber. 013 Crash Man, Crash Bomber, Air Shooter. 014 Flashman, Time Stopper, Metal Blade. 015 Heatman, Atomic Fire, Bubble Lead. 016 Woodman, Leaf Shield, Atomic Fire. Music and composers. The soundtrack for Mega Man 2 was composed by Takashi Tadashi, credited as Ogre Tsukun. The Mega Man composer Manami Matsume, credited as Manami Aleto, included for having her work on the credits theme from the first game reversed for the title screen, and for co-composing a minor part of the melody for Airman's theme. As for the previous game, the sound programming was handled by Yoshihiro Sakaguchi, credited as Yoki-chan Papa. Tatashi's initial compositions for the game were varying moods, with some of them being considered too cute by Kitamura, person known to be changed to fit in with the rest of the soundtrack. The single farm on this decline concept remains in the game with Crashman stage theme. Ballet Praise piece used for the first 2 Wally stages was heavily compromised due to data limitations, Tatashi being forced to use the first 8 measures of the song multiple times throughout it. And to compose a song exclusive to the second stage was quickly abandoned for the same reasons. It is currently unknown if the speculative song exists. Lore, original Rockman, and now it's tied into the music. In the year 2000X, a super robot named Mega Man was created by Dr. Light to stop the mysterious evil genius Dr. Wily and his ambition to conquer the world in Mega Man. However, 1 year later, after his defeat, Dr. Wily returns on June 9th with 8 of his own robots to challenge Mega Man. After Mega Man learns this, he sets out to defeat the 8 robot masters, which Dr. Wily had created, but having to traverse the respective stages first. After Mega Man defeats all robot masters, Dr. Wily flees in his flying saucer to his fortress, the Wily Castle. Eventually, Mega Man makes his way to the heart of the castle, where once again has to defeat the 8 robot masters, as well as Wily Machine number 2. Dr. Wily leaves Mega Man once again, this time escaping down to a damp moldy cave underneath his castle. Here, when Mega Man confronts him, Dr. Wily seemingly turns into an alien. After a fierce battle between Mega Man and the alien, it's revealed that the alien was actually a hologram. Being controlled by none other than Dr. Wily, the evil doctor, having no means of escape, begs Mega Man for mercy, and the world was rid of evil once again. With more than 1.5 million copies sold, the game is the best-selling Mega Man title. Critics praise its audio, visuals, and gameplay as an improvement of the first game. Many publications rank Mega Man 2 as the best title in the series, and is one of the greatest video games of all time. The game has been re-released on several consoles and mobile phones.